Hi, hello, it's Chitty. And I was supposed to get my braces off, especially after having them for 4 years long. I drove from my city to LA 4 hours to get them off, but it didn't go as planned. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Hello, hopefully you can hear me. It's Chitty and I'm getting my braces taken off. One thing that's kind of nervous, one thing I'm nervous about is the fact that I don't really record outside. So this is a first timer and I'm not really afraid about people looking at me. However, I'm afraid of having all my gear and putting it where I need it to be in time. Am I nervous? Yeah, but that's okay. Anyways, this is the this is the fit check. The dress is from Fashion Nova. The jacket is from Fashion Nova. The shoes are Nike. And then we have my signature backpack with my hair braided in a ponytail. We like. I feel like it's kind of modest looking, but very cute. Anyways, don't mind me while I start whispering in random places with my camera out. I did ask them my last appointment, if I could record inside, and they're like, yeah, definitely, but we'll call you and we'll see before you come next time. They never called me, so I'm just gonna take it as a yes for now. And yeah, join me on my journey of me taking off my braces. Unfortunately, I only charged one battery pack fully. I have this one and sort of charged. I'm not sure what percentage it's at. And then I have another one, but I don't know if it's dead or not. But anyways, hopefully I'm able to capture everything, because if I don't, that's gonna suck. If I do, yeah, we have content. Give content. Why am I nervous? I'm nervous because I'm recording myself. But it's okay. We're on the streets of LA in Santa Monica. The place I get my braces done at is at 360 Orthodontics. I'll show you this a little bit. Also, I will say, I hope that my stuff doesn't get stolen in my car, because I have my suitcase in there, my backpack, my camera gear. We'll see. So unfortunately, I have a list now. Oh gosh. But I went inside. Shoot. I went inside into the orthodontic office. And I had my camera and I was like, hey, I brought my camera. I just want to make sure that it's still okay for me to record. And the lady at the front desk told me no.
You know how I feel. Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation.
I was so... Shoot. I was so sad because I was like, oh, then you guys told me that I could. And I was like, okay, like, that's fine. I think I'll just put my stuff back there in my car. And she's like, okay. So then I go outside and I was like, you know, it's probably safer for me to like keep my stuff on me, especially in LA. But then when I went outside and I started texting my sister and I was like, hey, they won't let me record. They broke my heart. Like, they won't let me record. And she's like, why? Like, what happened? Like, they said I'm not an influencer. And she was like, what constitutes as like an influencer? And I was like, I have no idea. I'm starting out my YouTube channel. And I know I'm not super duper consistent, but I feel like, you know, content is content and people will watch stuff, you know? People will always watch a video if you put it out there. And then so I go back inside because I was like, you know, let me just keep my stuff on me. And I was curious and I was like, you know, what is the reason like I can't record? Like, what counts as an influencer? Again, I don't consider myself an influencer, but again, I still think that posting videos, it's important. Anyways, I went back to the lady at the front desk and I was like, hey, what constitutes, like, what counts as an influencer? And she's like, well, you know, someone who posts every single day. I mean, like, Instagram and whatnot. And I was like, okay, how many followers does that person need? And she's like, well, I don't really know, but, you know, you just need to, like, have, like, a lot of, like, followers. And she's like, how many do you have? I was like, I don't really use Instagram, but I do YouTube. And technically, for, like, YouTube, I basically started in, like, November, like, October. And I have, like, 262 subscribers right now. And she's like, okay. And I was like, I know it's not a huge number, but there are micro-influencers out there. And anyways, she's like, well, I don't know, like, all the logistics and whatnot, because the operation team, like, deals with this, but they haven't really told me, like, the exact numbers whatnot, but yeah, like, you can't record. And I was like, okay, well, it's worth a try. I'm sorry I couldn't record that part. I was really excited to do that, and for me, my braces have been like a big part of my life. I wanted to share that with you, and unfortunately I couldn't, but I guess I could tell you about the process a little bit. I know it's not the same thing, but it was pretty quick actually. They put you down in the chair, they take this tool to like clip off like the brackets basically after they take off the wire, and there's this machine this tool that kind of wears like this very fast, and they use that to get off the glue and whatnot. After that, your teeth My teeth felt weird, man. But he was like, yeah, okay, there's toothbrush that has, built-in toothpaste into it. Just brush, spit, use some Listerine, and then we'll go from there. Cool. After that happened, I'm filling my teeth. I miss my braces. Gosh. Anyways. Yeah, it felt really weird. And then they gave me retainers. They started putting it on. These things are hard to put on, man. Let me tell you, these things are hella difficult. They're like, it's really, really strong. They're like, it's gonna be like that for a while. Basically, we have to wear it for like 6 months straight. At least 2 months. For different people, it takes a different amount of time. But basically 6 months, and then after that 6 months period, wear them only to sleep, basically. And they tell you about how to clean them and whatnot. But I don't like these things. I feel like my mouth can't close all the way. I have a lisp now. I have a lisp now. It's really bad, and I feel like I can't control my saliva. But hey, we're done with these braces, man. It feels so weird. Gosh. It feels really weird. I could get used to the feeling of not wearing the retainers. But even without the retainers, it feels weird. With the retainers, it feels hecka weird. The sucky part is I chew a lot of gum, and now I can't do that anymore. I may be addicted to gum. That may be a problem. But due to inflation, it's like $11 for a pack of 6, so that should deter me from it. Anyways, yeah, I wish I had more to share with you. I wish I was able to record the process. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I hope that this will suffice at least. And if you wanna, this wasn't really a vlog, because the main video was supposed to be about me getting them off. So I didn't really record other aspects of my day. If you'd like to see stuff that happens in LA, like events right now, I don't live down here anymore, but I'm always down to like look for something or even like drive out here again. If you see events that happen in LA, put them down in the comment section. See if I can go to them. Cool. I feel like my braces gave me a little bit of like a lip plumper look, and now my lips are just flat. Okay, well, this video felt pretty incomplete, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to end this way, okay? So I'm actually gonna give you an update. It has been, oh, he wants to say hi. It has been about 2 months since I got my retainers and I got my braces off. And I'm currently not wearing the retainers because I feel like it still affects my speech too much, where I still have like a lisp, or sometimes words sound very jarbled because the retainers are actually kind of thick, even though they don't look like it. So yeah, I didn't want to wear them. But what I will tell you is that what they told me as far as the cleaning is to clean them like once a week. However, I was wearing these things and about the 3rd day I was like, this is not it, okay? Those things were smelly. They were like compacting a lot of stuff in the retainers. They weren't clear anymore. And my sister, who actually got braces before me, she was like, I asked her, and I was like, how often did you clean your retainers? She's like, every day. Like, they told me once a week, and she was like, no. Because I got to the point where I was at like 1 week and I was like, this is disgusting. I don't know when people do this. It's smelly. I don't want to open my mouth. I was like, oh my gosh. And then so I started cleaning my retainers once a week. And what they actually tell you is it's like cleaning dentures basically. So you have a cup full of clear water, warm water, and then you put like a denture cleaner tablet into the cup and let your retainers sit in there for like 5 to 10 minutes. And I was doing that for 5 to 10 minutes and I was like, they still don't feel clean. So I don't follow the directions at all. I will go and I will let my retainer sit in there for like an hour. I don't care because I'm not walking around with this smelly mouth, okay? And even now, as I'm like talking to you, they're actually sitting and they're being cleaned. It's not a pretty sight to see. It's not. But yeah, you'll take a denture cleaner, pop it in there and let it sit. And you're not supposed to use a toothbrush while cleaning them because that'll like damage it. The water shouldn't be too warm because that can also affect the mold and it can cause like the, not only for it to change shape, but for it to expand and stuff like that. So it's like your teeth are gonna shift even though you're still wearing the retainers. Anyways, as I told you before, I have had my braces on for about 4 years. I got them in February of 2021 and then got them off in February 2025. Crazy. Feels so long. As I said before, that the feeling of your braces being there, it feels weird once you get them off. It felt weird for the longest time. I remember trying to eat with just my regular teeth and I was like, ugh, ugh.
The texture, the sliminess, it was gross. I wanted to hurl a couple of times. I'm not gonna lie. That might be a TMI, but you know, it's the truth. But you eventually get used to it. And I'm at the point where like, I don't want to wear my retainers, but I know that I'm supposed to because I feel like I have freedom when they're not on. And I feel like I can talk normally for the most part and stuff like that. But when I'm wearing retainers, I feel very restricted. I don't want to talk. It's like braces 2.0. In a way. The only thing is that you can remove them. But another thing is that sometimes when I'm actually wearing my retainers for a while and I take them off and I have them off longer than I should, let's say like an hour or like 2 hours, don't do what I did. My teeth feel kind of weak and it feels like almost I can feel them shifting. Because again, as the orthodontist told me that you should wear them at least 2 months, but it's really 6 months that your teeth are fully set and in place and they're not really gonna shift, although you still wear your retainers at night. So yeah, even though I'm about to hit that 2-month mark, I'm still gonna keep them on longer just because I don't feel like my teeth are ready. I'll just say that. But I feel like this concludes the video. I hope we're ending on a better note than how this was in the middle. And yeah, I'll see you next time.
So yeah, it didn't go as planned, and that's okay. I still got them off. And at the end of the day, life doesn't come with a script. Sometimes you have to roll with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Alrighty, I'll see you next time. Bye.